There are three different ways to update your mosaic. One being automatically, which will update the mosaic as submissions come in. Two, which would be manually updating the mosaic with the Update Mosaic Now button here, as well as the Update Mosaic Now button on the Collaboration and Interactive dashboard. And finally, we have the option to update the mosaic at the end of our submission period, which we can then choose an end date for using this box here. Most of our clients choose the automatic update option for their mosaic, as this provides a more organic building style for their project. Now we can go ahead and take a look at our fill options. The Organic Mosaic Fill option will populate your mosaic according to the number of photos that have been submitted. Photos will not be duplicated, which may result in an unfinished mosaic at the end of your duration period. The Forced Mosaic Fill is going to fill your mosaic starting at the start percentage and ending at the end percentage that you have set. This will be done by duplicating images to ensure your mosaic reaches your end percentage. We find the Forced Mosaic Fill to be the easiest way to ensure your mosaic completes by the end of your duration period. So our starting percentage is 5, our ending percentage is 100, and then we'll go ahead and we'll set the start date, which we'll do for the 30th, and then the end date we'll do just a week later. Any masks that you've set for your project or plan on setting for your project will be obeyed by both the organic and forced fill options. Towards the bottom half of the page, we have our fill, priority, and background editor, which will allow us to add masks and a background to the project. The fill mask will define areas in red that will not be populated by photos. The priority mask will define areas in green that you would like to turn out clearer in your mosaic. And you can use the grayscale feature here to better visualize the areas you're defining if you have red or green in your source image. If we wanted, we could use the fill mask to mask out the background mountains by defining those areas in red. So here we can change our brush size and start highlighting the different mountains. To make this a little bit bigger. Now I'll go through and highlight these mountains and then bring it back when it's done. If we were to proceed with our project like this, when we rendered out the mosaic, there would be no mountains in our picture whatsoever. So we would need a background image to fill those areas in. For this specific project, we won't be using the fill mask, so we can go ahead and clear this. And instead, we're actually going to be using the %fill feature, which we're going to go over right now. The %fill box can be used to quickly mask your mosaic project. Numbers entered here will tell the system how much of your mosaic you would like to fill with photos. By entering a 50, we can see that the total number of open locations goes down by half after hitting apply. These masks, as well as the background, can be changed at any time during the course of your activation. For your background, you can choose between a solid color or you can upload an image. If you're going to choose a solid color, you can put in a specific hex code or use the slider bar to find a color that best suits your project. For our example, we'll be uploading a black and white version of our source image. This black and white version will be our starting image. With the selections we've made earlier, this black and white background will be filled in with our colored source image as newly added photos are updated to the mosaic. It's important to note that if you've added any masks to your project, you're going to want to go ahead and save those changes. For this example, we're going to be using the manual mosaic update, and then we're going to go ahead and update our mosaic. So once this mosaic is updated, I'll bring you guys back and we can take a look at our project. Here, we can see what our configurations have led our mosaic to look like. The editor that we were just in gives us a lot of creative possibilities when it comes to the presentation of your mosaic. On screen, you can see a couple of different background examples that we've done in the past. You can find a link to another video going over our fill, priority, and background editor in more detail in the description below.